Welcome everyone to the first practice of 2018. Now obviously by the time this is shooting, or this is playing for you, it's going to be past a couple weeks, and I've played a couple times before that. But when I'd filmed this, you already saw the raw footage. This was one of the first practices of 2018, one of the first weekends I could get out. So thank you to the Palm Beach Vipers for letting me jump in. I appreciate being able to jump in and play with you guys. This is going to be part one. Part two will be coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. And also be on the lookout for some other playing critiques that will be coming up throughout the year. And yeah, let's just jump right into this first game. Okay, so this was the first time that I was playing this layout. This was for the Social Paintball League. They had actually gone ahead and released this layout. The Palm Beach Vipers ended up not playing this event, but they still had a practice plan, so that's why I was able to jump in. But what I could have done different where I first started coming out against my my opponents here that were in my mirror as well as the Dorito one was just to continue shooting. So I did better here with just kind of scanning back and forth, so that was definitely good.
20's wrapping!
So you can hear me just talking about how that 20 or this Dorito that I just went into was wrapping. Now what I didn't know is that on the snake side they can shoot you. So I'm about to get shot here. On the snake side they end up shooting me from what we were calling the God, and end up shooting me here. So it happens. You just got to make it where it doesn't happen 2 times in a row. Now I really wasn't as quick getting into this bunker. I had actually injured my calf a little bit, so I didn't go super hard into it, but still got in alive, so that's all that matters. So you can hear, even with guys shooting at me, I was still talking. What I could have done was actually continued shooting this gap right here, because this guy, when he went in, I could have probably shot him on the move. So again, just kind of keeping your gun rolling and making sure that I didn't let them breathe, essentially. So if I had the paint across there, then we might be able to have gotten that kill. So that could have been something that I could have done different, even though this guy was keeping me in on the outside to move up on the Dorito side of the field. I still could have been shooting this snake side over here. So once he said Beast and God only, I confirmed that with him and just was getting down the field. So just kind of checking off here. So a little head check there. So you can hear that this communication was definitely a lot better. Now what I was trying to do there was get a little drop shot or a little blind shot, and to get up into this bunker. Then I just waited for him. Guy shows, I shoot him, and then we ended up shooting that God already. Now, with this, I don't think I could have done anything different. I think I was shooting for that Dorito instead of the back right. Maybe I could have seen that he was a little bit further back and switched quicker. Again, I don't know why I have my gun down. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I had my gun down, to be honest, but yeah, so they had that side. They had that side locked down on the Dorito side. So this looking this way was definitely a good move, just to keep paint in the air. And I had learned this from one of the guys on damage that sometimes he'll just shoot a gap, even if he's not really sure, just because if you have paint in the air, they might run into it, and that's really all that you can do.
Hey, kill the corner! Kill the corner!
So me dropping my lane here was not good. I still should have called that guy out and shot and continued to shoot, just in case they ended up filling that. It doesn't hurt just to keep that lane up there, because sometimes once your guy dies, you're going to fill out to the bunker that he just got shot from, just so that you don't lose position on the field. And that could have happened here, ended up not happening. We got lucky, but yeah. So that was just a code just to say that snake side was clear. I was just saying caution, or saying that it might be white. Just keep my gun rolling. I guess I saw it break off his hopper.
On top of his hopper.
So, yeah. Once I knew that it was snake side clear for sure, I should have called it. I think that would have been something that I could have done better here. But getting up to the wall here just to make sure that I could stop a move like that. So he ends up getting shot, and then coming out on the back center here, he was already shot by somebody else. Now again, see, this could have been solved by me just continuing to shoot. There might have been a chance that I could have shot that guy. And again, see, like that, because I wasn't shooting.
That was Weasel.
Now I was just trying to get wide on these guys. We already had somebody in the snake. And from here, I was just trying to protect him, and just make sure that that my guy was protected, basically. So I could look down this tape, he can look inside and protect me. Now you're going to hear, there's a part here where my voice kind of sounds like it drops out and goes lower. And that's just because I'm still shooting, but I turn my head and I'm looking at the guys on the Dorito side, so that way they can hear me better. So when you hear that muffled kind of yell, that's what's going on.
Corner!
So I don't know how I wasn't able to shoot this guy. I was just trying to shoot down tape, make sure that my snake guy was protected. Oh, maybe it was a different game that I was looking across. So if you hear that muffled, that's what it is that was happening. So I'm just helping my snake guy get up the field once he was shot. Then we had the god, and I think our snake guy ends up going and shooting him. So that was the end of the game for that one. Now, you guys know that I like to show the good, the bad, and the ugly. So this is definitely one of the uglier games that I had. So I think shooting enough here. Now, this back center in this particular field wasn't exactly the best bunker to stay at, but I needed to get some lanes off the break, and then I think the idea was that once players broke out to other spots, then I would take over. I think, yeah, so I go over to this tower, and what ended up happening was the Dorito side could look over and see me, and I guess I didn't see that or remember that or something. I don't know. But you live and you learn, and you get shot, and you continue to learn and watch, learn, win. So you saw how I shot across the bunker. Now that's just a way just to keep your gun rolling. That extra little split second, of shooting could make the difference between shooting a guy or not. So you can hear me again just saying down one, just so that people know that we are down a body. That we ended up losing someone. So again, just trying to communicate, just talking with my guys that are. I have a snake guy right next to me.
30-20 Weasel corner.
So just trying to keep my gun rolling here.
Yeah, Weasel corner 20-30.
So again, just confirming with my the guys that are on the field with me about what's going on. Now, because it was the 40, I stayed this way, so the 40 Dorito. So I ended up staying this way. We have a snake guy looking the other way, being able to protect me, and I'm able to protect him from anyone on the snake side here.
Hey, corner,
And yeah, so yeah, so that's kind of what was going on.
Caution 40.
And I guess I didn't see him.
Hey, keep that cross. It's just me and you.
So again, you can just hear that it was just me and this other guy ended up being the last players here. So we're just trying to keep it locked. Just trying to keep it locked here. Don't worry, that wasn't a hit. I must have dropped my pod on my gun or something. I think we ended up shooting one of the guys here, and that's why that guy was running over there. But I looked over and I saw that this guy had his gun across, and then when I kept running, he didn't see me at all, so I just decided to keep going and bunker him. Now it was a 2-on-1, so now we can pinch out this last guy. What I should have done is said corner only. That would have been a lot better, just to let him know that, hey, it's just this back corner guy. So even though I made a great run to bunker out this guy on the Dorito side, I could have done a lot better with communication in that sense. So he eventually moves over to the tower and then tries to run over and do something. I don't know what he was trying to do, but yeah, he tries to run, and then yeah, that was the end. So be on the lookout for part 2. That's going to be dropping very soon. And guys, I really do appreciate the support. I want to try to put more videos out every week, so please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.